Hey, good morning. Happy Saturday. It is August 28th. I am your host here in the studio, Ashley LaFleur, and we have Ty Diaz out in the field roaming around Beaver Creek this morning. We also have a great lineup of some really fun guests on the show today. So, our sommelier, Josiah Rosales, helps us to celebrate National Red Wine Day. That's right, National Red Wine Day. That is a thing, which I'm really excited. And actually, I'm gonna have to check with Josiah on his last name. Is it Rosales or Gonzalez? We'll see. Sarah and Rarity shares what's happening up at Beaver Creek this fall. We also have J.D. Kelly of the best tribute band in the world, and at least in several opinions. I believe it's probably in my opinion as well. And we're gonna be catching up with JD live from New Hampshire this morning. We'll also talk to Ty as he explores Beaver Creek and we kind of just prepare for Oktoberfest heading our way. Let's be honest, it's like my favorite holiday, if you will. I don't know that it's really a holiday, but it's a big celebration. I'm very excited about it. So we're going to prepare you properly because it's coming up next weekend, which I'm really pumped about. But before we get into all of that, we should probably just say hello to our chat this morning. If you're watching us on Facebook or on YouTube, please make sure to say hello. Use that chat feature. Say, tell us where you're watching from. Also, let us know if you have any questions. We honestly love to hear from you. We love to have you be part of the show. So give us some shout outs and say hello this morning. All right. Now we should probably check in with my buddy Ty Diaz out there at Beaver Creek. Ty, it looks so gorgeous out there. Are you chilly?
Thank you very much, Ashley, and thank you all for tuning in to Vail Daily Live. Ty Diaz here in Beaver Creek. It is a chilly start to the morning, 46 degrees. I'm standing in the shade, but what we've talked about often, Ashley, when you're out here, the shining mountains of Beaver Creek, as you can see behind me. I decided to post myself up so you can take in a bigger, gaping view of this location on the Park Hyatt deck, as well as 8100, where you can find a breakfast buffet beginning at 7:30. But yeah, 46. I'm feeling that chill this morning. But that sun, as when Ashley's usually here on a Saturday, starts to move down onto these greens. That's when we start to see some of the layers become reduced. We start to find some of that sun on our face, and also more activity of people making the way onto the mountains. Lifts open at 9:30 for your exploration. Things are looking and feeling really good out here. I'm actually quite inspired, especially by something that Emma shared with me this morning. It's a special kind of day today, and I keep chasing food around. I certainly look like I do. I believe it's a cherry scone day. Is that what I'm supposed to be
Cherry
seeking out
cherry
here in Beaver Creek?
turnover day. Is that
Cherry
another
turnover
part?
day.
Is that also it's also cherry turnover day? Emma knows what all the days are, Ty. Okay, so cherry turnover day and red wine day. You know what? I will give you 25 cents if you dip a cherry turnover in some red wine this morning.
I can't say that you can find anything for 25 cents in Beaver Creek except for a little bit of poor advice. But I will try. I will try and see if we can network something like that. But if you want
Uh,
me to give you guys a look at the weather today, I'm happy to. Let's go ahead and
yes, I
populate those
do.
numbers for you right now. And as you can see, this weather is brought to you by Live Sotheby's International Realty, Colorado's leading real estate firm. You can contact them today. They're Vail Valley brokers professionals today to help you live the life that you love. And as you can see, plenty of blue skies over my head, golden mountains of Beaver Creek right behind me, shining right there, as well as how lush and green it is. But in areas you can start to see those color changes. We're starting to feel this temperature in the season change in our atmosphere. But here are the numbers that you're looking for today. You're going to love this, though, because we've had a really cool, chillier week for the summers. And summer still remains until the third week of September there. High temperatures in areas of the valley, as you can see, can pick up the mid 70s. Other areas like Edwards can pick up temperatures as high as 87 today. Now, that is the indicative of summer that we're looking forward to. Last chance to take to the rivers if they're flowing good enough for those floats to get out and explore today. Sunscreen always, any time of year while we're out here, whether there's overcast or not. Overnight low temperatures you'll find right there in the 40s. As we look at the next couple of days, it's the weekend, spending it in the sun. Clear skies, that's what you're seeing right there, though. We bring it up all the time. Anything can happen with Colorado's weather. Just wait 5 minutes or stand maybe 5 feet to either side of you, and you could be in a different weather pattern. But it's been really nice and lovely. The month of August so far, and we're wrapping that up too. Can you believe that? We've made it all through August, and I feel like it's just begun. But beginning next weekend, same location, Oktoberfest, as you've mentioned. Again, this weather is brought to you by Live Sotheby's International Realty, Colorado's leading real estate firm. Contact their Vail Valley brokerage professionals today to help you live the life that you love, and especially around here.
Ah, thank you so much, Ty. Yeah, that shot is so gorgeous. Also, Trisha Swenson is in so much trouble this morning. She's not sleeping in. She says good morning and also, oh, hiking Beaver Lake today. She may go up the Royal Elk Trail after reaching the lake and then take the gondola down because you know that Trisha, she's not a slacker, Ty. She's not just going to do like like maybe like 2 or 3 miles. No, she's going to do all of Beaver Lake and then take the Royal Elk Trail. Yeah, she's a
We just
maniac
did a
that way.
bike ride the other day, the Vale Daily Live staff. We were doing one with Charter Sports, their hub location out of Lions Head. And Trisha Swenson was leading the pack. She was out there, especially when the hail came through, is the part that got us. So when we made it down Vale Pass at Eastvale, completely different weather pattern. It came in like getting tattoos to the face. I mean, those hail pellets were pegging at us. And Trisha Swenson hunkered down on that bike and she was gone. And all you saw was the back of Trisha Swenson, and she was gone. And I turned to our guide, Jameis, and I said, "She's done this before." While the rest of us were like looking for the van to pick us up. Trisha
Oh my
Swenson,
gosh.
she was hunkered down, dodging those hail pellets. Oh yeah, she
I
like you're saying, die hard. She brings it.
Yeah, I love that you call it, getting hit in the face with the hail, like getting tattoos on your face. That's exactly what that feels that's exactly what that feels like. And also, you know that Trisha goes she went to the Dolomites to go bike with her husband and, like, yeah, can you imagine the vertical? All right, anyway, we'll talk more about Trisha and how ridiculous she is. Yeah, Trish, we're just gonna make this about you this morning. Okay, we're really
I'll
not,
be
but we're gonna
looking for her out there because there's a
yeah,
lot of
yeah.
activity already happening in
See
Beaver
if you
Creek.
can see if you can track her down live. All right, but first we're gonna take a quick break and we'll be right back with more of your Saturday edition of Vale Daily Live.
Creek, the extraordinary awaits everywhere you look, in every shared adventure, breathtaking view, and discovery. Where attention to every last detail transforms moments into lasting memories. Experience the extraordinary at Beaver Creek.
We're for the fashion forward and budget minded. We've got the brands that set you apart, the style to make you stand out, the looks that let you shine. We are for the dreamers, the doers, and the savers. Outlets at Silverthorne. Elevate your savings. Save up to 70% on the best designer brands. Visit outlets@silverthorne.com for current sales and events.
National Red Wine Day. I would definitely be indulging this morning if I didn't have to go and work all day after this. So thank you to Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea for my red mug. That counts for Red Wine Day. Anyway, if you haven't been over there, maybe Tile stop on and they open at 8 o'clock at Beaver Creek in between the escalators. Bless you, Emma. And they have great coffee. They also have a lot of loose leaf tea options. They have their breakfast empanadas. And you know, it all started at a friend's house in Switzerland in 1989. So they have really been so passionate about creating these products here in the Vail Valley since then. And it's so exciting to see them have the new location in Beaver Creek. So if you haven't tried their stuff yet, it's so delicious. And it pairs so perfectly with today's edition of the Vail Daily. It's a thick one. It's a Saturday edition. And not only are you going to find some great real estate in here, but some really fun, exciting news just kind of on each and every page. So you can see on the front cover, Birds of Prey is returning. We were getting text messages like as soon as this broke yesterday. This is very, very exciting. So it is coming back December 3rd through the 5th at Beaver Creek. And we are so incredibly pumped about this. So you're going to see those humans that are built like refrigerators flinging themselves down these slopes at record speeds on basically ice, right? And all for our enjoyment. And of course, for the love of competition. So we're so excited that that's coming back. And then also on the front page, a toast to togetherness. There is a really cool collaboration that's taking place between Vail veterans and 10th Mountain Whiskey. And, Emma and I were talking about 10th Mountain Whiskey. First of all, I'm a huge fan of their pickle shots. Emma just likes the straight whiskey. So I think they have a little something for everybody at 10th Mountain Whiskey. And then the fact that they're also partnering up with Vail veterans. Really, really cool. So if you want to learn more about that story, that's all taking place on page A2. So whiskey, Birds of Prey. We're starting off this Saturday in a really fun manner. Love to see this. And of course, you can pick up your Vail Daily for free in those blue boxes all across the valley, or go to vaildaily.com. Like if you're, JD watching from New Hampshire this morning, he can go and check out that edition before he takes to the stage tonight. Now, for the Vail Valley Charitable Fund. This is a really cool organization that is now officially celebrating 25 years here in the Valley. And they have distributed $8.4 million to over 180 individuals and families struggling with financial burdens of medical crisis here in the Valley. They're so amazing with what they do. And they just had their brew out last weekend. So you can see the water balloon toss taking place there. So if you want to learn more about how they do their fundraising and how they, benefit our community, that's on page A4. Then, hey, it's an ideal weekend for a fun guy or gal. I don't know who came up with that, but I love it. So, the Eagle Mushroom and Wild Food Festival is going on right now until tomorrow. So, I saw them all gathering last night outside Color Coffee Roasters in Eagle Ranch, and it was a big group. So, there's a lot of people that are excited about this festival. Now, there are still tickets available this morning. They have their classes and some of the presentations that are happening at the Capitol Theater, and that starts at 8:30 and it's going to go until noon. So if you are interested in learning a little bit more about Fun Guy and all of the things that go with it, that's an opportunity. Then tonight from 4:30 to 6, you can go and get some cocktails with those speakers. That's still available. And then tomorrow, there's going to be a festival celebration with some live music from 4:30 to 6:30, and those tickets are also still available. So few things that are still left. A lot of it has been sold out, but you can go to eaglemushroomfest.com for more information about that. Okay, let's send things back out to my buddy Ty Diaz. Ty, first of all, I'd like to take a look at that weather, but also, would you consider yourself a fun guy? Are you into mushrooms? Do you like to go foraging?
I'm not much for foraging, though I've been before. But I tell you, I don't know what I'm picking. So guess what? Put that down, Ty. Wash your hands. That's the way that I see it. But speaking of mushrooms, Ashlyn, you didn't make it on that bike ride with us
No, I'm
just
so
2 days ago.
jealous.
We did the Vail Pass bike tour with Charter Sports out of Lion's Head. And we hit an area of the trail passing by the waterfalls, two ponds, all the scenery. With this little switchback came around and there was a bridge. And I think, and maybe Emma could remember, I think Jameis said it was called Polk Creek or Polk
Poke,
Pond or something like that.
Poke Creek.
Bunch of mushrooms all over the place.
Oh,
We took pictures. Maybe she still has some of those there too. It'll come up in our video exclusive of our time. But yeah, the mushrooms are everywhere and they are huge. I am friends with people who are into foraging for mushrooms, so I've been gifted a few of the boles. I'm sure I'm pronouncing it wrong, but again, you got to wash them. You got to make sure they're the right ones, and you got to eat them. But my buddy Jeremy, he's got a little cute little daughter. I'm friends with her named Bella. He was telling me how some friends of him and Bella, they all went out, and someone's mom was there too, got a bunch of mushrooms, got back to the house, didn't wash them off, just sauteed them, and was just yamming on them like you're just living in the woods like that. And so, interesting story. Some people are really, a fun guy or gal in that way.
Well, listen, in in concert with mushrooms, Ty, it's also National Red Wine Day, and we've got our buddy Josiah standing by here, and we got to get to him really quickly. But first, before we do that, will you help me do a quick weather for people that want to celebrate National Red Wine Day? Maybe they want to do it on a patio today.
Here's a look at the weather today, brought to you by Carriage Jewelers, creating heirlooms for over 50 years. Sunshine's in the forecast for today after starting the morning off in the mid-40s, picking up areas of the mid to upper 70s, mid-80s, from Vale all the way down into Edwards today. That's your range. Enjoy it in these blue skies and sun. Overnight low temperatures in the 50s. There are the numbers right there. And again, really quick, this weather has been brought to you by Carriage Jewelers. Now let's talk to this fun guy.
Oh, yeah. Ty, all right. Thank you very much, Ty Diaz. Okay, well, speaking of this fun guy, we've got Josiah standing by. He is from the best organic restaurant in Vale, the Slope Room. Josiah, good morning. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I appreciate that.
Nothing like talking about wine before 9 a.m. on a
I
Saturday.
know, right? I know. We're breaking a record here. It's not even 8 yet. Let's do it.
Oh, man. Okay, so listen, Josiah, you are the sommelier at the Slope Room. And so this means you know so much more about red wine than I do, because my knowledge basically comes from like a box, right? Like the boxes.
That's okay. That's all I have in my fridge, honestly.
Okay, all right.
I love box wine.
Okay, I'm so glad
Nothing
that you
wrong
said
with
that. That makes me feel fancier. Okay, so people they want to celebrate properly red wine.
For sure. Yeah.
So can we just kind of get into like some of the basics for those of us that know
Of
nothing
course.
about this?
So what I wanted to break it down today is just going by a lighter and bolder scale when we're looking at wine, red wine, because it can be very intimidating to either go and try to find a bottle for yourself, or if you're looking at a wine list at a restaurant. So there are three things to kind of keep in mind when you're looking at a red wine, and that's where it comes from, the climate. Because if it's a cooler climate or a warmer climate, the cooler climate tends to be lighter in alcohol and also lighter in body, and a warmer climate tends to be much more heavier in alcohol, and then tends to be a little bit on the sweeter side, or on the bolder side, if you will. With that being said, another big thing too is when you're tasting wine, it'll be lighter body if kind of red fruits come through. So like cherry, strawberry, raspberry. You'll know if it's a fuller bodied wine or a heavier wine if it has black fruit flavors, so like blackberry, black currant, and that's where the tobacco and things like that come in. So when you're evaluating a wine, always look where the climate is, and check on a map. If it's somewhere like Alsace, high in the mountains, that's going to be lighter in alcohol content, but it's also going to be a lighter wine body wise. And then if it's coming from, let's say, Bordeaux, where it's going to be a little bit warmer south of France, you're going to definitely it's going to have a lot more alcohol, and it's definitely just going to be a bolder wine in general.
I never knew any of that. I just took some notes. Okay, so the cooler climate, lighter wine. Okay, that's really good to know.
Yeah. So go for it. Sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say, okay, so like, let's say I'm getting my lighter wine out of my box in the fridge.
Yeah.
Well, do you put red wine in the fridge? Do you do that? Is that weird?
I don't. It depends. Like if you open a bottle of wine and you want it to last for a few days, sometimes I will put red wine in the fridge. But most of the time, I'll do the lighter wines like Pinot Noir, Gamay, Grenache, Carignan, I'll put in the fridge. But anything heavier than that, I usually just leave out, because if it gets too cold, then it mutes the fruits and the flavors in the wine itself, and it completely changes the flavor profile. So usually you don't want to refrigerate it. If it's not a heavier wine, you don't want to refrigerate. Lighter ones you can, because there isn't a whole lot of fruit to it. There still is, but it's usually juicier red fruits, and it's more aromatic. So there's more flowers and vegetal notes. You pick up more on it rather than just tobacco and tannin and just heavy leather and whatnot.
You're really good at talking about this. Okay, I really.
Thank you.
Okay. So I wanted to ask you. All right, what about like putting it in the vessels to drink? And like, let's be honest.
Sure.
Like if I'm pouring it out of the box, this is fine for me.
That's
usually.
totally fine. Yeah, of course. So when you have so the lighter wines, are going to be more aromatic. So you're gonna, like I said, you're gonna get more vegetal, floral notes, things that you wouldn't pick up on the heavier wines. So that's when you use the Burgundy glasses or the Pinot Noir glasses, and those are the ones that kind of look like the fish bowls.
Oh,
Yeah, the big ones is, there's a lot more space from the rim to the bottom of the glass, so it just allows it to aerate a little bit more, and then gives you more of the effervescence, if you will. And then with those heavier reds, you just need usually Bordeaux glass, and that's the one that's a little bit skinnier, kind of like your typical red wine glass that everybody's kind of used to. And most wines will go in that. The lighter body reds will go in the fishbowl or the Burgundy glass.
I mean, Josiah, the knowledge. Clearly, you are in the right
Thank you.
profession. Okay, so let's say people they want to celebrate and they want to celebrate with you. Are you going to be at the Slope Room today? Can
I
we come find
am.
you?
I am always at the Slope Room, so please come and visit. We would love to have y'all, and I'm always pouring some really cool wine, and I'm always happy to talk about it. So you
Yes.
come
Okay.
get some good wine and also get a good lesson as well.
Yeah. What are the hours for Slope Room? Like, when do you
So
actually
Slope Room, we actually open up at 7 a.m.
Okay.
for breakfast, and we're open all the way through the day until 10 p.m. and the bar stays open until 10:30.
Okay.
So,
What's like an appropriate time to actually start drinking red wine, though?
I mean, I would say once it
When are
hits
you going to
8
be
a.m.
there?
um, I actually have the next couple of days off. I took some time off and to enjoy Vail. I just recently moved to Vail, so but I will be back on Wednesday.
Okay.
Wednesday at noon every single day, and then until Christmas probably.
When
So please come
probably.
visit me.
Well, welcome to Vail. Yep, that's
Thank
how
you. I
that works.
appreciate
Well,
it.
listen, thank you so much for joining us this
Yeah, of
morning.
course. I loved
Josiah,
it.
I'm gonna put it Josiah, Wednesday, noon.
Yeah,
All
definitely
right.
coming down.
Thank you so much for
Yeah, of
all of
course.
the
Thank you for
knowledge.
having me.
I honestly, I learned a lot.
Also with that turnover tie,
Yeah.
you're gonna
Oh,
want to try to find yourself a glass of Carignan. Nice little
Carignan.
dunk. Nice little
Carignan.
dunk in there for that cherry
Yeah.
turnover.
And all right. Okay. You got it. I'm gonna let him know. He heard that. I'm sure
Did
he's
it?
gonna
Good.
be on the
All
search. All right, Josiah.
right.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Go
thank you so
and
much.
enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy
I
some of your
will. It's
days
beautiful.
off.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is gorgeous. Enjoy red wine day and
Yeah, I
maybe
will. Thank you
yeah,
so much.
go a little
All
crazy.
right.
All right.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you
Happy.
so much. And happy red wine day. Okay. Emma says, we only have 7 minutes left. So Josiah said it's okay to start at 8 this morning if you want to get on that. We are going to take a quick break. And then when we come back, we're going to do a quick fly fishing report. And then we've got some great information about what's happening up at Beaver Creek with Sarah and Rarity. So stay with us.
Berkshire Hathaway Home Services for real estate. Where do we begin? For checklists and for wish lists. For tour after tour after tour. For is this the one? Or let's just see one more. For closing, finally closing. Your forever agent will be there for all of it. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, for you, for life.
Plastic surgery isn't just about looking good, it's about feeling good. At Mangett Plastic Surgery Institute and Skincare, from the moment you walk in the door, we want you to feel confident and empowered, while our team of specialists help you find the best version of yourself. With 2 of the nation's leading plastic surgeons right here in the mountains, we have one goal: personalized care with exceptional results. Mangett Plastic Surgery Institute and Skincare. Your beauty should be effortless.
Beaver Creek, the extraordinary awaits everywhere you look, in every shared adventure, every breathtaking view, and every discovery. It's where attention to every last detail transforms moments into lasting memories, so your mountain getaway dreams can all come true. Come experience the extraordinary at Beaver Creek.
Love that little little moment of zen with Fly Fishing Outfitters. They are your locally owned, Orbis endorsed outfitter and retailer store since 1992, and they're located right next to Agave in Avon. And if you want to get out for a trip this weekend, they are the guide service to go with. They have so many different options for trips, by the way. They have float trips. They also have wade and walk trips. They can do group and corporate trips. They could do something for your wedding. That would be really cool. They also do winter trips as well. So they're a year-round service. And of course, they give us the update on what's going on. And basically, what's happening now that we have the canyon open, that's great news. So they are fishing still on the Roaring Fork and on the Frying Pan, also the Colorado and the Eagle. And so I'd love to talk about some of the things that are working because, the names of these flies just crack me up. And at some point, we're going to need to have them bring them in so they can show us exactly what each of these are. But for the Colorado River, these are some of my favorite names. The terrestrial patterns that are working are Dave's Hoppers, Amy's Ants, Chubby Chernobyls, Purple or Red Hippie Stompers, Black Ants, and Flying Ants. So they have all of the latest details on what's happening on each of the rivers. And if you want to get the up to the minute details, give the shop a call. You can chat with them. They're super friendly. 970-845-8090, or you can go to flyfishingoutfitters.net and you can learn all about their different fishing reports, the schools, the resources. They have a great retail shop. So again, they're located right next to Agave, and they've been locally owned and operated for 25 years. Now we should like what's happening with your forecast today if you want to get out on the river and do some fly fishing. And Ty Diaz is out at Beaver Creek this morning, and he's given us all those views to let us know what it's going to be like. And also, of course, he's experiencing those conditions himself. But I believe, Ty, are you sitting down for breakfast right now? Is that what? Hold on, we're gonna interrupt. I don't know what he's doing. That's interrupting. Ty, what? Hey, you. What you
Hi.
doing?
Oh, yeah. Well, thanks. So I found breakfast, 7
Of
a.m.
course
Breakfast
you
can be
did.
found at the Osprey here in Beaver Creek. Didn't know this. And the server, he'll be right back, is bringing me their wine list so we can check out
No,
a little
stop
National
it.
Wine Day. You're catching me before I even got myself set up with a seat. Do you
I
mind?
kn- well, I did it on purpose. I was like, I'm just gonna interrupt because I don't know what he's doing over there.
I feel like
Also, do
Mr.
you
Rogers just coming. I feel like Mr. Rogers just showing up at the house and he hasn't taken his jacket or shoes off yet. But
getting
anyway,
set?
looking outside, you can see the Strawberry
Oh,
Park chairlift out there.
that's
And yeah,
amazing.
so
Did you
won't you
hear?
be my neighbor?
Did you hear Josiah say that you need to find hold on, a Carignan when it comes to the red wine? That's what he's recommending with your what was it? Cherry strudel? What would
Do
you
you have a
say,
cherry
Emma?
strudel?
The cherry turnover?
Okay. It's also National Cherry Strudel Day.
Oh my gosh, this is amazing. All right, listen, Ty, we need to tell people what's going on with the weather real quick. So looking at that window, it looks really beautiful and sunny, hey?
Oh, it's beautiful. And so what we're seeing here, Strawberry Park chair, please forgive me, I haven't had a chance to frame things up. But starting the morning off, plenty of blue skies, cooler temperatures in Beaver Creek. But the morning for me, I was standing in the shade, as you remember, over by 8100. 7:30 they open, right? So I'm looking for breakfast and everything. Follow this play-by-play with Ty Diaz. I moved into the sun, started picking up a little more warmth while standing there, and I was closer to the mountain and how green and gorgeous it is there. And for the day, if you're spending time in those conditions, you're going to find in fields in the shade the mid to upper 70s. Back in the sun, now you're going to pick up in fields the mid to upper 80s. So I made my way through Beaver Creek, and I went over towards the Beaver Creek Lodge. Breakfast there at Alpine, they don't open until 8 o'clock. They said, Ty, the best kept secret in Beaver Creek, as well as for a chairlift in North America closest to the ski slopes, the Osprey Hotel, and they are serving breakfast not every day. Tuesday, Wednesdays, they're not, but beginning at 7 a.m. So guess where the show starts? Here. The Look at This Weather is brought to you by Betteridge. Fine jewelry. Give me 1 second here so I can give you the tagline. Fine jewelry and watches with exceptional service. Since 1897, they're located in Solaris. But make yourself over to the Osprey here in Beaver Creek. Find what you're looking for on a day like today in the menu. That strawberry dessert as paired with a light red wine that you can refrigerate like a Pinot Noir. as we learned this morning, and that's what we're going to do this morning before we head back outside. How back to you?
Oh gosh, Ty, you were cracking me up. I love your tenacity.
You're
Way to
catching me
find
off
breakfast
guard.
before 7:30. Yeah, thanks for being a good sport with me, just kind of like creeping on your camera. Okay, we're gonna let you go here, and I'm excited
Come on
to see
back, though. Come on back.
Oh, we're coming back. Don't you worry. We're gonna
Okay.
come back and creep on your breakfast here shortly. If that includes red wine. Okay, well, listen, we have some great events that are taking place up at Beaver Creek. There's complimentary ones, and of course, Oktoberfest is returning next weekend. We actually have one of the headliners joining us on the show here in just a few minutes. But before we get to that, Ken had a chance to catch up with Sarah and Rarity to find out more about what's going on with these great events and how you can partake. So let's take a look.
Well, hello everyone. Thanks for tuning in to Vail Daily Live. One of my favorite things to do on this program is to come join Sarah and Beaver Creek, talk about all things Beaver Creek, and it's not slowing down. We got a lot going on.
It is still happening. So obviously our weekly programming has wrapped up. We've got Oktoberfest next weekend, Labor Day weekend, everyone's favorite festival. But the fun continues, and we still have a lot of events going through September.
Now all I can think about is dirndls and lederhosen and
Delicious
raising
beer.
big beers and having a good time here in Beaver Creek. And you cannot beat the ambiance
Exactly.
of Beaver Creek. I mean, you feel like you might be in Europe.
It's just such a great spot. And you know, really September is one of my favorite times of year. The weather's a little cooler, the leaves are starting to change. So it's a great time to be up here. So we've decided to add weekend programming throughout the month. So we've got movies each Friday. So 7 to 9 on the rink. So this is a lot of fun. Bring the family, grab a picnic from a restaurant here in the village.
This sounds cool. You mean I can just come down, bring the family free of charge, hang out, watch a movie, bring some food,
Absolutely.
have a beverage?
Totally. It's
All
going
right.
to be a really fun Friday, and that's the second, third, and fourth Friday of the month. And then Saturdays, we continue our Zoo Salmon series. So I don't know if you've been to these. These are a lot of fun as well.
I've heard. What is this?
So this is basically a way to bring the community together. We'll have some great food and drink from Beaver Creek restaurants, some great music. So that's 4 to 7. We have Spinfony back for the first 2 Saturdays, and then the Brent Gordon Trio, great local musicians, for September 25th.
How do you keep up with it all? How many brain cells do you have that are just committed to events at Beaver Creek?
Probably all of them. I don't remember where my keys are, where I parked my car. I don't know where my laptop is, but the events are all up here.
It's such a wonderful place, and I envy you too. Not only do you get to do these events, but you get to work in such a great environment. The flowers are just so good right now.
I can't complain. You know, when I talk to friends back in Texas where it's still 103 degrees and this is the view out of my office window, it's not too bad.
It is not bad at all. I definitely think it's great, and I love coming up here. Another great thing is we still have lift operations.
That's right.
They're starting to slow down a little bit, but still plenty of opportunity. Jump on a lift, get up to do some hiking.
Exactly. So after Labor Day weekend, it'll go to Saturday and Sunday only for the lift operations. But again, what a great time to do some leaf peeping, go on some beautiful hikes up there. So Saturday and Sunday, jump on the gondola and head up the mountain.
And you know what season it is also? It's helmet fricker season.
Absolutely.
You know, and I wonder, where is the best place that I could have a sighting of the infamous
You never
helmet
know.
fricker?
I mean, you can see him right here by the covered bridge. Obviously, he'll be performing at Oktoberfest. That's a big weekend for Helmet. But he just walks around. He is truly the mayor of Beaver Creek.
He is.
And he's so amazing. He has families come up to him that he remembers where they're from, the kids' names, the dogs' names. He is such a treasure, and we just love him.
I do. He is just, he's the best. And what I was going to say is, you don't necessarily even have to look for Helmet. Just listen for either the Alpenhorn, an accordion,
yep.
or just people laughing and having a good time, because he always
Exactly.
brings the party. Good on you. If I wanted to find out more, go online,
Sure.
surf the web.
beavercreek.com/events, and we've got everything that we still have coming up this fall.
Very cool. And I did notice, everyone gets a little upset about talking about fall and the temperatures. There's like 2 or 3 leaves that are already starting to turn yellow up here.
It's slowly happening. See, I don't know why people
gradual.
get upset.
It's gradual.
Because fall is a beautiful time up here, and that means we're even closer to ski season. It's just
Well, it's just
gearing
so
up for
hard
the
to.
snow.
I'm with you. I love fall. It's just so hard to like give up on that summer, but it's not over yet.
We'll still have a few more warm days.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
We're going to take it back to the studios with Vail Daily Live. Thanks for joining us. Come up to Beaver Creek. Come to Oktoberfest. Ride the lift. Do some hiking. Wonderful to see you again. Back to you guys.
Berkshire Hathaway Home Services for real estate. Where do we begin? For checklists and for wish lists. For tour after tour after tour. For is this the one? Or let's just see one more. For closing. Finally closing. Your forever agent will be there for all of it. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. For you, for life.
Creek, the extraordinary awaits everywhere you look, in every shared adventure, every breathtaking view, and every discovery. It's where attention to every last detail transforms moments into lasting memories, so your mountain getaway dreams can all come true. Come experience the extraordinary at Beaver Creek.
When it comes to buying quality flooring for your Colorado home, there's only one store in the Vail Valley to choose from, Rugs Benedict. Having served the Vail Valley for over 40 years, you can be confident that you are working with true flooring experts. With hundreds of choices in stock and the combined buying power of 1,000 Carpet One stores, we will find incredible deals for you. Rugs Benedict offers the best selection in area rugs, hardwood flooring, carpet, and luxury vinyl, so that you can find the perfect fit to fill the beautiful space in your home or business and have it installed right away. We don't use freelancers, and neither should you. Rest assured and let our full-time staff of professionals at Rugs Benedict install your new floor with the highest quality standards and a lifetime installation guarantee. So stop by and pay us a visit at our 10,000 square foot showroom in Avon and let our team find you incredible deals and a flawless flooring experience. Because at Rugs Benedict, we know floors.
Hey, welcome back to your Saturday edition of Vail Daily Live. Well, like Sarah was just talking about with Ken, we have Beaver Creek Oktoberfest coming up. It's next weekend. And one of the bands that we get to enjoy while we're at Oktoberfest happens to be the world's greatest Eagles tribute band. And lucky for us this morning, we have one of the members joining us live from New Hampshire. We have J.D. Kelly. Good morning, J.D.
Good morning, Ashley. How are you?
Oh, I am so good. And I can't, you are getting up like super crazy early on the East Coast. Thank you. So, what time is it there?
It's just about 5 after 10,
Oh,
so
oh
it's
no,
not
I'm
too
sorry.
bad.
I'm sorry. Other way. Other way. Never mind. You slept in
You're
this
getting up
morning.
crazy early.
I'm getting up super early. Oh my
Well,
gosh, JD.
I
Okay,
have to
well,
hand it to you. So far, early this morning, we've talked about wine, we've talked about mushrooms, we've talked about chubby Chernobyls. I'm moving to Colorado. That's
you
it.
know, welcome to Vail Daily Live, where everything is up for grabs before
I
9
love it.
a.m.
I
Well,
love it.
listen, you're okay. So you're in New Hampshire right now because you
Yeah.
guys travel all over the country and you
Yeah.
have been for like 10 years?
The band started 10 years ago. I'm with them since 2017.
Okay.
So,
So
yeah.
tell us about this Eagles tribute band. Tell us what can we expect when we come to one of your shows?
Well, if you close your eyes, we look just like the Eagles. No, no, it's basically it's a band that's dedicated itself to the music of the Eagles. It's an amazing catalog, beautiful music. A lot of pains were taken to get the harmonies right, the guitar parts, the arrangements. Basically, just dedication to making the sound as close to the Eagles as we can, without actually trying to look like the Eagles, which is kind of the key. Yeah.
That's amazing. Okay, now how much lip syncing would you say goes into this effort?
None. None. Everything that goes on stage, is done live. There's 6 musicians up on stage. We don't use any backing tracks. We don't have any, computer hard drives, tucked away anywhere in the sound system. We just rehearse, 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 and, we play so much that we've gotten it down to a point where it's an almost telepathic connection. It's a lot of fun. A lot of
That's
fun.
amazing. Okay, now tell
Yeah.
me about the rest of the guys in the band. Are you all based in the same area? Is that how you are rehearsing as you get together like a couple times a week?
Yeah, yeah, we're all based in the Northeast. I'm from Long Island. Frank, John Gechter, John Weisswasser, and Ken Darcy are all from New Jersey. And the other outlier is Dennis Espantman, who's from Brooklyn, New York. He's the bass player. So,
Nice.
and as far as rehearsal, we play so much. We play so many times a week that we'll only rehearse very, very infrequently. We play a lot. So that's our rehearsal right there up on stage.
Well, and speaking of playing a lot, I was looking at your schedule. You are all over the place
Yeah,
in the next couple
yeah,
weeks. Can you tell us a little bit about like where you're playing? Because you're in New Hampshire tonight, but
yeah.
then you're gonna be out here for Oktoberfest, but then you're gonna be in Florida. You're gonna be like you're all over.
We are all over the place. It's really exciting. It's really exciting. It's well, this weekend is Plymouth, New Hampshire, which happens to be the first venue that I ever played with EagleMania back in 2017 was the one we're going to be playing tonight. Later this week, we're going to be in Nashville at the Country Music Hall of Fame. We're going from the Country Music Hall of Fame to you in Beaver Creek. And when we come back, we're going to the villages in Florida. There's talk of Texas. We have been out to Oregon. I mean, we're all over the place. It's a lot of fun.
I mean, you really are. Now, when you come to Beaver Creek for Oktoberfest, do the Eagles wear lederhosen? Is that a thing?
No. Though I do want to bump into that helmet guy because we live on a specific brand of cough drop that has an association with that Alpenhorn. So
Oh,
yeah, I'd like to
yeah.
bump into him.
Oh, that's amazing. And so have you played in Beaver Creek or in Colorado
No, this will be
recently?
a first, and I'm
Okay.
really looking forward to it, as we all are. It's so beautiful out there.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that's the
stunning.
best part of this. We get to see these incredibly beautiful places. We go into a lot of old theaters. That's kind of like the best part of this job. In a lot of towns that maybe they had a downturn for years and years, now we get to go to play into these theaters that have been restored. And when the theater does well, all of the businesses around them light up. The restaurants come back, the little shops, Main Street becomes alive again. And all of these months with the pandemic, it was really hard to watch all of that kind of go to sleep for a while. And now it's all coming back, and it's just the best feeling in the world. It really
Ah,
is.
that's so awesome. Would love to hear that. And, you know, coming out to Colorado, obviously, I mean, you're kinda at sea level where you are right now. So is there anything you guys do to specifically prepare for playing at altitude?
I don't think anything can prepare you for a change in altitude. We were actually told in the rider that came with the contract that oxygen will be provided. What? So I think that it's going to be an adjustment, but I think that everybody's going to do just fine. I can't wait to see it all happen.
Oh, man, well, we are so excited to see the show. So you're gonna be playing at 8 p.m. on
Right.
September 5th. And
Mhm.
so, I mean, if people wanna prepare to, like, really get the most out of your show, do you have any recommendations? Like, do we do some stretching? Like, is there like, what do we need to do to get ready as your
um,
audience?
what I would say is if you like, kind of read up on all of the lyrics because you're going to want to sing along. I mean, these songs, their catalog is just so amazing, and we're very lucky. We're very lucky that we have the blessing of the Eagles to be doing this on top of everything else. So it's just because all of the places that we play are licensed for us to play this music. It's a remarkable place to be in, and just to look out into the crowd and see everybody singing along to Hotel California, or some of the Don Henley solo stuff, or the Joe Walsh songs. It's a really, really good feeling. So just put your smile on. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, I cannot wait to see you when you get out here. And again, JD and the EagleMania band will be taking over Oktoberfest September 5th at 8 p.m. on the Centennial Lawn. The world's greatest Eagles tribute band. JD, thank you so much for joining us live from New
Thank
Hampshire
you,
this
Ashley.
morning. And also, really quickly before I let you go, did I see that? Are you hanging out with Jane Seymour? Is she in the background? Because it looked
Jane
like
Seymour.
she looked like some sort of movie star was hanging out with you this morning. I saw somebody
No,
ducking in there. No? Are you sure?
nope. Oh no, no, no. Just just my love.
Just your love is gorgeous. I saw her,
Thank you so
checking
much.
in earlier in the green room. I was like, JD has some sort of superstar that's hanging out with him there in New
Oh,
Hampshire. All right. Well, listen,
that's wonderful.
cannot wait
Thank
to
you.
see you in person. Thanks for letting me put
Thank
you on
you.
the spot there, buddy. All right. We'll see you out here September 5th, 8 p.m. Again, EagleMania taking over
Thanks so
Beaver
much,
Creek.
Ashley.
Thank you so much, JD. All right. We're going to send things out to Ty Diaz. He is live in Beaver Creek this morning, and he is making sure that things are looking good and that everybody is celebrating Red Wine Day properly by imbibing himself. Now, I'm very curious to see if Ty actually has red wine. We've been talking about it all morning. Did you order some red wine?
I think you guys ordered the red wine before I even grabbed all the equipment and left for work today. But yes, I found the red wine on the menu. Now, what's funny, me looking, Ashley, thank you very much, and Emma for this, looking at their menu, I'm like, oh, the guy said Pinot Noir. And I'm just waving down, getting a Pinot Noir, $56. what is this? I'm balling on a budget over here. But what I did
Oh,
find, I was choosing the Malbec originally, but then I saw the Cabernet was also within my wheelhouse of price. And to the sip, to the taste, yes, it was refrigerated for the length and life there. And I'm at the Osprey in Beaver Creek. For some of you wondering where I am, the Osprey Hotel has their own restaurant inside, serving breakfast beginning at 7 a.m. And I'm right next to a world-class ski lift. Right there, there's the Strawberry Park chairlift. And not too far from that chairlift at the very top is where all of the construction's going on for the new access to McCoy Park.
oh man, Ty, looking so good. And also I just JD, I can see you typing in that green room real fast. And yes, is it Jeannie? Is that how you say her name? Is Jeannie JD? Anyway, is it Jeannie? Is
It
that
looks like it says Genie.
okay? Anyway, good morning, Jeannie. Thanks for popping in there. All right, so I can see that too. JD's still in the green room, so we're just chatting with him. Oh, Ty Diaz. Oh my gosh, that looks like the most amazing. What do you have on that plate?
So this is the American breakfast at the Fireside Grill inside of the Osprey. There, I like my eggs easy, runny. Get the bacon, swish it all around the bacon in the yolk over here, and if one feels like it, little finger food, and just pop it in your mouth. Hash browns. But because of the
You don't
pastry
want to
side of
eat
the
on live
morning,
TV with us this morning. You didn't want to.
Do it.
Emma says,
this is grilling journalism right now at the Fireside Grill. And there, I mentioned the pastry day that you both mentioned, along with the wine day. I think they're whipping up a cherry pastry
"Stop
of some
it."
kind.
Are they really?
But
The
yeah,
Osprey is winning everything this morning. Okay, listen, Ty. All right.
yes.
Let's do some business here instead of just teasing you about your red wine, your breakfast. Okay. If people are going to enjoy their red wine today, can we talk? You are amazing right now. You're so okay. Let's talk about the forecast for what people can expect. I feel like it's a really good day to drink wine, maybe like on a raft or like out on the beach or
I'm happy to share with you. You can find a beach in the mountains as well. You can find the beach of the Dillon area and Frisco. They have a beach, or in Avon, Nottingham Park. There's a beach there. And if you're making your way there today, temperatures climbing, remaining in the sun, blue skies. We're talking about the mid to upper 70s and feels the 80s. As the morning starts up in the 40s right now, not a single cloud in the sky. From my view here in Beaver Creek, the Osprey, and looking out of the window of the Fireside Grill serving breakfast as early as 7 a.m. We're going to keep these sky conditions, but get those temperatures right up there as we're wrapping up within the last few weeks of summer. We're finding the 80s once again in the valley. Overnight low temperatures, if you've enjoyed them, it's been in the mid 40s comfortably, makes for a great night's sleep. But I saw some footage that Trisha Swenson posted on social media the other day. I'm not sure how far west of it, but there was a really good electrical storm to sleep through the other night, maybe just 2 nights ago. But that's not what the weather forecast is calling for. But we do see chances of showers returning right there, those percent chances right there in your window of these next few days, and some clouds to come along with that. But otherwise, clearer skies, not seeing much of that California fire and haze in our atmosphere. So get out there and enjoy the day and make your way to the beach in Avon. And this weather is brought to you by the town of Avon, the heart of the valley.
Thank you so much, Ty. You're making me so jealous. Also, really quickly, Rodney says, first of all, he's got to go downtown. Is it a work emergency? He's got a work emergency, but he's going to catch the VDL replay with Ashley and Ty. All right, Rodney, I hope the work emergency goes well. And then also,
Good morning, Rodney.
Paulette Anderson says, hello, son. I'm still accepting 20-year anniversary shout outs.
Yes, her and her husband William, they've been together for 20 some odd years. And let me tell you, those two kids, I'm not going to even tell you stories.
Now, do you think would they be celebrating today with some red wine for their 20th anniversary?
I don't think so. I think they both were making smoothies or doing some kind of like Jamaican kind of concoction that my mom always made for us kids. There's always something that she's doing that's coming fresh out of her garden. And you know,
Oh.
when you're celebrating anniversary, couples tend to want to go to the gym and maybe take a walk or slim down, bring it back to the romantic days when they first met. Don't let me tell you stories. But yeah, Ashley, you should know. You're in your 1 year anniversary coming up here soon too, aren't you?
Yeah, just celebrated. Just did that.
None of my business. It's none of my
Uh,
business.
well, I tell you what though, yeah, it didn't fall on National Red Wine Day, so we didn't we didn't, utilize red wine. Okay, listen, Ty, this is cracking me up that you're actually drinking red wine on Red Wine Day and that you're enjoying your breakfast. I'm gonna let you do that for just a sec. We're gonna come
This
back.
is
We're gonna
work.
we're yeah, I can see how hard you're working. You are really just, man, the tenacity of finding that
Sign
breakfast.
me
But
up.
your mom does say you look so cute, son. I agree, right? Like even Ty even makes eating bacon on live streaming look good. Like that's not fair, Ty. Like seriously. Okay, we're gonna come back to you in just a minute. But before we do that, while we let Ty eat some of his breakfast in peace, if you want to look as good as Ty, you know where he gets a lot of his clothing from? The outlets, because you can find those elevated savings. And every Saturday, we have a chance to do a little Saturday steals. So we have a little something up our sleeves for you so you can check out the deals and you don't even have to leave your couch or wherever you're watching this from. So let's take a look.
The outlets at Silverthorne are located 30 miles east of Vale on I-70, exit 205.
Berkshire Hathaway Home Services for real estate. Where do we begin? For checklists and for wish lists. For tour after tour after tour. For is this the one? Or let's just see one more. For closing. Finally closing. Your forever agent will be there for all of it. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. For you, for life.
Okay. You just wait till you see what's happening behind the scenes here in just a second. Okay, but the best of the Vale Valley. So when you have excellent customer service, when you have people that just have a selection that you love, maybe they have your favorite red wine, maybe they're the Osprey and they open up at 7 a.m. for breakfast and it's your favorite spot to go get breakfast. Make sure that you're voting for these businesses with the best of the Vale Valley. You can do this all the way until September 6th. And you just go to valedaily.com. So what's the website? Valedaily.com slash there's a slash in there. Anyway, hold on. Vale Daily, it's in here. you can find it in the paper too, where to vote. And I have this on my phone because I like to make sure that I vote for all my favorite boutiques in all these places. Whole, where is it, Emma? We're gonna find it. Okay, Vale Daily, Vale Daily. Yeah, through September 6th. Okay, right. Okay, so valedaily.com. I think it's like slash vote or something like that. Best of Vale. We're gonna find it. Okay, but make sure that you do vote for your favorite businesses, and that way they get bragging rights, and then they also get this little plaque that they can put up in their establishment, and it means a lot. It means a lot to know how the locals, how the visitors feel about the businesses, and it's really like especially after the past year for making it through. And man, the amount of effort that has been put forth through a lot of our small businesses, I can tell you firsthand. I've seen this up close and personal. It's amazing the amount of work, the amount of effort, the amount of tenacity, the amount of determination that it's taken to get through the past year. And so to give him a vote, it means so much more than you think it does. So make sure to vote all the way through September 6th. And then really quickly, if you're going to be out and about, and today we're going to see plenty of sunshine, right? A lot of sunshine in the forecast all day long. And so I pulled these out the other day, but they're just so cool. I have to talk about them again. These are from Tom Brown out of New York. And Tom Brown, I thought because of the way that his cases are made, they're so beautiful. I thought maybe there was some sort of like a British or French situation. No, no, no. He actually graduated from Notre Dame with a degree in economics. He was on the swim team. And then he ended up finding some really big success designing for Brooks Brothers and then eventually Montclair. And he was the GQ Designer of the Year. And he has come out with his own line of sunglasses and men and women's wear. But these particular sunglasses, they have a Japanese titanium frame. They are the TB 808, and you can find these over at Eyepieces of Veil. But the frame is really lightweight, it's really durable. But then they also have this flat mirrored lens. So having mirrored lens is really great, especially on these really sunny days that we're seeing like today. And then you have these metal side shields that are like super cool that they adjust. And then of course they're just that ideal fashion forward frame. So if you want to have the most fashion forward eyewear, head on over to Eyepieces of Veil. They have 7 different locations, one over in Snowmass. They have so many different options throughout the entire valley. So that's a look at your lens of the day. Okay, now let's head back out to Beaver Creek with Ty Diaz to take a look at our local weather forecast brought to you by the outlets at Silverthorne. Ty, are you wearing outlets at Silverthorne garb this morning?
You might find one or two pieces on me, but if I were to stand up, you'll notice that I've also created the entire ensemble down to the pants and the shoes, elevating your savings with the outlets of Silverthorne. Be sure to stop by there. Initially, when you walk into their store, the staff, they'll even ask you first if you wanted to sign up for their savings card today, but you're going to get that initial 15%. As you're perusing through their shop and their locations, you just might find a sales rack where I scored an additional 70% off, depending on which piece it is that I'm wearing on a different day of the show. But to give you a look at the weather, brought to you by the Outlets of Silverthorne. Blue skies right now, as we're finding, and they're holding quite nicely. Not seeing much of movement in the atmosphere as far as the wind is concerned, and the leaves and the trees waving about. But the grass is pretty tall right here, right outside of the Osprey and the Strawberry Park, chair number 12 here in Beaver Creek. Gorgeous and blue skies out there. But you can also find some of the staff working about, just doing the regular maintenance, the maintenance mechanic people there. They are definitely the heroes here on the mountain any time of year, and we love making those friends while we're out there. Invite.
Oh, no. Oh, we lost him. I wonder if that had to do with the wine. Not sure. Anyway, big thank you to the Owls at Silverthorne for those elevated savings right at exit 205. And really quickly, I wanted to circle back to the Best of the Vale Daily. Yeah, Best of the Vale Valley. Oh my gosh. Okay. Listen, if you are Ty Diaz and you are finding breakfast at the Osprey, I would be putting a vote in for them this morning because they have served this man in such an amazing manner. Okay, so here's where you go. ValeDaily.com/ Best of Vale Valley 2021. That's where you go to cast those votes through September 6th. I found it. Also, if you just Google Best of Vale Valley, it pops up. Okay, we're going to take another quick break. When we come back, we'll check back in with Ty and his amazing red wine. And I'm so jealous of that breakfast. And we'll be kind of closing out the show here on your Saturday edition of Vale Daily Live.
We're for the fashion forward and budget minded. We've got the brands that set you apart, the style to make you stand out, the looks that let you shine. We are for the dreamers, the doers, and the savers. Outlets at Silverthorne. Elevate your savings. Save up to 70% on the best designer brands. Visit outletsatsilverthorne.com for current sales and events.
Slifer Smith and Frampton, Vale Valley's choice for real estate from the very beginning. For generations, we've grown together. Thank you for making us the #1 real estate company in the Valley. From Denver to the mountains, as we live and connect with each other and our community, Slifer Smith and Frampton is here with experience, support, and opportunity. At home in the Vale Valley. Come visit us at any of our sales locations from Vale to Eagle.
At Beaver Creek, the extraordinary awaits everywhere you look, in every shared adventure, breathtaking view, and discovery. Where attention to every last detail transforms moments into lasting memories. Experience the extraordinary at Beaver.
Okay, seriously, Em and I are just having a good time behind the scenes here. All right, we are going to close things out for your Saturday edition, but we can't let you go without one last look at that local weather forecast, and also we're going to send things back up to Ty at the Osprey this morning. Okay, so you'll know if you watch the show that as part of talking about the headlines, we talk about like the national day of, whatever it is. And I don't know who comes up with these days, but someone does. And we like to play them here on the show. So it's National Bow Tie Day. It's also National Red Wine Day. And it's cherry turnover cherry, some sort of cherry pastry day. So, because of that, we have just been joking with Ty about like going out to find those all morning long. Well, being the guy that he is, he found them. He not only found red wine, but he also went to the Osprey, found his breakfast starting at 7 a.m., which is a rare thing that they actually open that early for breakfast. But then they were making him a pastry last time that we talked to him. And of course, right now his signal is not there. So, oh, we got to chat though. Is somebody else drinking red wine? Please. Oh, no. Oh, Paulette says, great job, son. It is a lovely morning here in Hampton, Georgia. Oh, Paulette, I'm so glad that you're watching and that you're joining us from Georgia. I wonder, it's got to be pretty warm down there where you guys are in comparison to Vail, but how fun to be able to see Ty here on the show each and every morning. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. So hopefully he's gonna pop back on here and hopefully we'll get to see his pastry that the Osprey has crafted up for him along with that gorgeous breakfast. But in the meantime, let's really quickly talk about your weather. So, sunshine in the forecast all day long. We're going to be seeing those temperatures if you're in Vale in the upper 70s, if you're in Eagle and Gypsum in the mid to upper 80s. Yesterday, I was in Gypsum just in the late afternoon and my car said 90. So, yep, that happened. But Emma, can we scroll down to the extended forecast here? Because this is for all you fall lovers that are with me. Okay, see that Wednesday forecast where it says Wednesday high of 78, mostly cloudy throughout the day? Well, according to my sources on Thursday, we're going to see a bigger drop in temperatures. And in Eagle, we might actually see the high. Hold on, I wrote it down. It looks like we're going to see the high maybe in the low 70s on Thursday. So a high of 71 potentially on Thursday. So keep your eyes peeled for Thursday, Friday this coming week because it's going to be a lot cooler. But before we get there, we're going to see that beautiful sunshine, those warm temperatures, and specifically on Wednesday, you had the last chance to enjoy the possibilities in Avon Weekly Art Expo. It goes on from 11 to 4 o'clock in Avon. It's where you can discover your next masterpiece, and this is your last chance to do it for the summer. So go to avonpossibilities.com if you want to learn more. But they typically have anywhere between 10 to 25 booths. They have live music, and it's just a really great way to go and support our local artists, and of course to find something new that makes you smile. Maybe do a little early holiday shopping if you're like on it like that. I would be impressed. I would be impressed with myself if I did some holiday shopping in September. But again, this coming Wednesday is the last opportunity for the possibilities in Avon Weekly Art Expo from 11 to 4. Okay, Ty, I know I can see him like desperately trying to reconnect here so that we can see the pastry, we can see the red wine up at the Osprey. All right. I'm gonna just waste a little bit more time here, see if he pops back up there. But I just wanted to remind you to chat with us each and every morning, like Paulette, like Rodney, like Trisha. Make sure to chime in on Facebook and on YouTube. You use that little comment feature and let us know where you're watching from. Let us know what you're up to. Let us know if you have any questions, because we really love to make you a part of the show each and every morning. So we're going to be back here live at 7:30 tomorrow morning. Ty will be here in the hot seat, and we have another great lineup in store for you. So we have the end of the Mushroom and Wild Food Festival taking place in Eagle. So again, there's a couple more tickets that are available for today's. The presentations are going on until noon at the Capitol Theater, and then they have the cocktails with speakers tonight from 4 to 6 or 4:30 to 6. And then tomorrow there's the festival celebration with some live music from 4:30 to 6:30. And so those three events still have tickets available at eaglemushroomfest.com. And then, of course, make sure to pick up your Vail Daily, and you can check out the event schedule. Well, oh, you can see Ty? You hold on a second. Emma has FaceTime Ty. Let's see if we can even can you guys see him? No, you can't see. I can see. Hi Ty. I can see that. Are you hold on, let's see if we can turn it this way. Oh, look at this. Ty has pastries from the Osprey. They made him pastries because of the National Day. Oh, that's of course it's blurry, but oh my gosh, we can't. That's amazing. Ty, thank them so much, and let's vote for them and the best of the Vale Daily for best breakfast. My goodness, that looks incredible. All right, Ty, look, you stay there. I'm gonna close things down, and then I'm gonna come up and join you because clearly you can't eat those all by yourself. Okay. All right. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you to Ty Diaz for his work on digging up some red wine before 9 a.m. And I hope you have a fantastic National Red Wine Day. And we'll see you back here again live at 7:30 tomorrow morning.